Folks, what happens when you put a large quantity of weight paper in one of these drawers, it tends to come out and fall on the floor, and then the drawer won't open. So then you say, Darren, fix the drawer. And Darren says, okay, I will. And 6 months later, we're now fixing the drawer. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a sheet of 1/4 inch plywood, which is a little stronger than the paper that they use to do it. Now, it looks like real wood, but it's not. It's cardboard or whatever that stuff is
I
called.
don't even think that's
So
cardboard.
we already cut it out of this board, and right here in the bottom of it is ready to go. So what we're going to do is Darren, see how I elected him again, is going to show you how to put it in.
All right. Now, technically, it's not even the fault of the manufacturer. Dad was giving a hard time. It's supposed to hold hanging files, so we weren't supposed to put anything in the bottom of it.
Well, you mean 2,000 pounds is too heavy for it?
And it's amazing. If you put 5 pounds in a drawer, you put 50. All right. I'm going to put it down this way. I'm going to press the board down.
Hopefully I cut it right.
Dad cut it right, or I'm going to harass him. Or if he didn't cut it right, or if he cut it wrong, I'll harass him. If he cut it right, I'll harass him. He's getting harassed.
You know, there seems to be some little bit of harassment involved in that.
All right. Dad missed the cut just a touch, but it really doesn't matter.
I like
Don't
that.
let him hear me say that.
I like to hear him say that.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill them and mount them already, and then put the board onto it. You see what I'm saying? So let's mount these, and we're going to mount those where the L's are level with this cut.
All right.
So that should work. So we're going to pre-drill the holes so we don't crack it. It is made by the finest of glued wood.
Folks, if you happen to watch the installation of the device, you might be interested to know what Darren can do with an impact wrench.
I can cause massive amounts of damage in a very short amount of time. It's a gift, curse, I don't know. Tomato, tomato.
He's so modest.
I have a gift. I can make things go bad real fast. Oh, and dropping bits here. This doesn't have much of a tip on this drill, but not much really wood we're going through either. So let's see what
I
happens.
don't think that's real wood. I think that is particle board. We buy only the finest office equipment.
It didn't seem to have any problem going through there. So let's switch this drill back. Let's put back on my Phillips. Grab this itty bitty screw and put this in here.
The reason that we're doing it one at a time is we found out if we do that, we don't screw up as much stuff.
I mess up slower that way. That's why we only went to power tools shortly. You make mistakes a lot faster with power tools.
You can have big trees fall on your head with power tools.
Okay, I guessed about right on the size of drill. All right, so we got that halfway done. We're going to go on the other side. That is in wrong. That's not the same drill I used. There's the drill I used. And I'm not measuring. I'm just going to line up the elbows, or the L brackets, I guess, where they're...
I think they're called corner brackets.
Okay, corner brackets.
How do I know? I asked for shelf holders and everything else at Home Depot.
Uh-huh.
Nobody knew what I was talking about. So I found the package and it said corner bracket.
So
So-
use your normal corner brackets that everybody would know the name of.
Right. Now, we're not using them in a corner. We're using them as support. I don't know if there's a law against, using it for what it's not designed for.
I hope not. That's about 9% of what we do.
It'll be in the same order as the cat not being able to go through the doggy door.
Yep. All right. Let me.
Do both forward and
I'm-
put one in the middle.
I'm tempted to put the wood in now
This
as for strength.
okay.
Maybe put this side in and then do the other sides.
Might be wise.
It's just particle board. This is just one of your normal little cheap desks that you buy at, name your big box store.
If we do, they might sue us.
They sponsor. No, suing's a whole different thing than sponsor, huh? They appreciate us. No, not really.
I don't think they use the word appreciate much.
Litigation is what they get. I guess that means good. You're
They
good
lit-
at it, right?
They're going to litigate us, man. I appreciate that.
Ooh. Okay.
Doesn't have the lip on it. That does it? How
Nope.
about put it on the top? Where you have to
That's
put a
what
bolt?
I'm about to do.
It might have enough clearance to go through that even. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
I may have cut it sloppy enough that it might fit.
I think I'm going to tack in just starting a screw into our bottom. That sounded bad, but hey. And this is real thin plywood. Now, are you going to say, is Darren going to put that through his thumb? So far, no.
Show on your thumb so it's no blood.
So far, so good.
Okay.
See if I can pull that trick off again with the no bleeding. All right.
Little strength that way.
No bleeding. We have halfway a drawer. And I think I'm going to turn my project. I'm not going to say Dad didn't get it perfect. I wouldn't say that.
It has to breathe,
Well,
it can't-
swelling, yeah. That
Swelling.
particle board just loves to swell
Right.
up.
Yeah, well, that's my excuse and I'm sticking with it.
And I just started that. This is just holding scrap paper, so a little bit of screws going through things.
It
doesn't
matches,
bug.
the drawer matches the set, and so we didn't want to leave the drawer out because people would point and laugh a lot. So we're gonna just throw basically scrap stuff that we have to keep for a while, but then we toss it. So it's not an important drawer. It's just something we need to make sure it goes in and out.
And we like it to us outside wise at least, not look ugly. I know, we're asking a lot now.
Did you ever try to move a particle board type
Yes.
desk on a truck? And
Yeah.
then take it off and it falls to pieces?
Oh yeah. It usually gets to the new place first.
Yeah, it gets all there and then you unload it and it falls to pieces. There's no genuine wood involved in this project except that plywood we bought.
And it's just the better glued wood than the bad glued wood we have here. But the drawer is a lot more
Oh,
stable.
yeah.
It's not wiggling. It's not looking like it's going to fall over every 5 seconds.
And folks, we're aware the screw came through there. We will grind it off, or may not, just because we got paper we'll put in the bottom that'll probably stay for 6, 7 months, and then
We'll throw it away.
we'll throw it
Never
out.
shredded.
In the insurance business, you have to keep papers so long, just to make sure even the electronics are working correctly.
Yeah, you want to, even if you have it backed up, you want to make sure you have that paper for a little bit, just in case. This is where you throw things and turn off the camera so you don't hear me. I'm kidding.
I told you about keeping that. I had that phone call. They wanted paperwork from 2009.
Yeah.
We weren't even digital then. And the fire marshal says, you got to get rid of that paper out of that room.
Too much
after five-
fuel.
You can only keep it 5 years anyway by law. We kept it 10 years, threw it away. We did it because it was 16 years ago.
Yeah. They're like, hey, you got that? It's like, I had to tell them, I was like, we digitized in 13, so I wouldn't think so. But
So that's why we hang on to paper for a while, just to make sure just the electronic parts of it are working. But realistically, it is shredded.
Shortly after. All right. Like I said, we are just putting it back in. We don't really utilize it, except when the bottom fell out, it wouldn't get where the drawer would open and shut. Really, we just need it to be a trash can, kind of.
All right. I think that gets it done. Or
All right.
you're gonna do another one, I see.
I think we'll do one more
You're
on the
gonna
back.
do one
And
more.
look how fancy I was with this one.
Did you notice that I didn't say anything? Did you notice the deafening quiet on my end?
Oh, I'm used to it, though.
All right, we just overdo it a little bit, but I think that will make that middle not bend.
I'm about to say it's not the perfect fix, but it's a good enough fix for what we had.
It's what you call get by.
We needed this. We didn't want to rebuild a new one.
And the front of it looks pretty.
And no one will ever see the inside.
A lot of people don't come around and open my drawers.
A lot of people are like, man, that insurance company, I hope they have a good bottom in all them drawers.
I hope they have good drawers, man.
All right, we have a fixed drawer.